Hi friends, this is NMK Vijay and welcome to my YouTube channel Forex Offers for analyzing the major pairs as well as miners, US30, gold, silver, copper, crude, Bitcoin. So before we get into this analysis using Elliott wave theory, this is my disclaimer, read carefully, and I'm not responsible for any losses if you took the trade according to my trade plans explaining here. So let's move on to DXY first, and this is our watch list. So starts from DXY, and finally with the gold we can end the stream. So as per my expectation, it's already broken the previous high of 99.40 and it is nearing to that 100 zone. So now what I'm expecting this week, so this week I'm expecting little bit corrections here, and here is my the wave count. So W, whether this is the X here as a triangle, and this is the A, B, and C, we are already completed, or it is also complete converted into that 5-way structures that we have to watch. Otherwise, if this is the X, this is the A, B, and this could be the end of that Y also, because it is exactly that same length we can expect here. It's a 618. So I'm expecting a little bit here. 1 second. Yeah, from here it is 786 above, and it is nearing to that same level of WXY pattern. So there is a two possibility I'm expecting here. Maybe a bigger consolidations for again. 1 second. Stay in the drawing mode. Yeah, here, and later onwards one more to that 101 I'm expecting. So if this is the W, this is the X, A, B, or C, somewhat I'm expecting like this, or it could be a bigger corrections also. So if it is a bigger corrections, see, I'm not coming to any conclusion here, right? So if we clone this and kept here, and again clone this, kept in the mid part of this here, right? So in this zone I'm expecting a little bit more corrections part here up to 97.5 to 100. In this zone I'm expecting a little bit bigger correction. So whether from here it has to reach that 100, 101 or 100.50 like that, and again it can maybe a consolidation, or from here itself it is making to be a bigger consolidation, because see this zone, it's a little bit nearly 2 to 3 months it took here. So we are in this zone, and the same thing here also, the bigger consolidation zones here in this zone. So we already reached this zone. So I'm expecting in this zone little bit consolidations. Maybe it will take 1 or 2 months, and then again it will boost here, and it may bounce to that target of 103 to break, and later onwards 103.8 to break. So this is my view for the complete week and this month also. So the same pattern euro USD, that is inverted as I expected here perfectly. From here, right, I expected a one more if it is a complex corrections. I will convert it into that 4 hard chart, but here it is failed, and it is aggressively come down, and it is already broken all the anchors. So now this is confirmed. So A, B, and C, one structure is got completed, and here is the one impulsive way to the downside, and again I'm expecting the same length to complete that Y way. So far it is only the 50% retestment. So after this consolidations here, I'm expecting a bigger correction and a bigger impulsive way to the downside to break that 1.03, 1.065 first of all, 635. Later onwards, it is going to break this historical low, recent historical low, nearly at a 2017 low. I'm expecting that one more low to break this one. So I'm expecting the same and there is an inverted for the DXY also. So whether it is going to from here, look at this, from here, this is an impulsive wave. So if we kept, see, this is the one what I expected, right? This is the A, this is the B, C, and this is the one irregular flat pattern. So in that case, if, see, this is the rare scenario what I am explaining here. If this is the correcting wave, this is the one correction for this impulsive wave, and this is the one expanded flat correction. If this is the flat correction, one more high is also possible. This is a currency market and this is a trillion market, so it can do all that patterns, and it will trap all the retailers into the buy, and later onwards it can do like this also. So anything, it is valid here if it bounce and break this high and to took all the stop loss here. And if you kept this as a new impulsive wave, it could be, see, here is a and we kept this as a B and we are in the C wave. So this is the wave one. If this is, we kept at, and if you again enter in that Fibonacci retracement of 50, 61.8 or 78.6, and what you will put is here is a stop loss. It may hit your stop loss and it will reach 1.1250, and later then this is the one A, this is the B, and this is the C. So that intermediate B wave will be a expanded flat, and one more C wave to the same zone what I'm expecting. Later onwards it can do like this also. So that is also the valid and one more possibility I said. Otherwise, if this can happen also, so if this is the end of the B wave and we are in that C wave, it won't reach here, and we can expect one more three-way structures, a little bit consolidation in this zone, and again one more wave to the downside for the making the five-way structure like this. But here you have to look, this is a one strong impulsive wave to the downside. So that five-way structure what we are expecting, it didn't break the previous low also, but in DXY it is already broken the high. So maybe this could be an expanded flat, and one more high means in the DXY what I am expecting this kind of correction here, it may happen, and then one more high is also possible to reach the 101. So be careful here. Only if it breaks this low, that will be the bearish trend. But even though if it breaks this low, there is a chances for again bounce. So anyway, I'm looking for this 1.050 and 1.1250 also, but expecting this, I'm not in buy side, and I already booked all the profits here what I have already did, because of it's seeing this is a strong impulsive way to the downside. After the five-way structure completed, I exit my positions here what I shorted here, and I already informed that. So now I'm expecting for this kind of pattern. Partially I will enter here, and I again the one partial if it is reached here. So always reserve for the partial another where we put the stop loss. If you place the stop loss here, it will hit, and then after that hitting your stop loss, market will turn into that south side. So let's move on to GBP USD. That same pattern what I'm expecting this, and it is already broken the previous low also, so no worries, the pattern is still remains same. So whether what we have to do here, it's if this is the X 1 2 3 4 5, so the five-way structure is got completed. This could be the A, and later onwards the lot of complex corrections I'm expecting here, because see this zone here, see this zone, it's a spiking zone. Every time it spikes and then coming to the downside. So here also I'm expecting a little bit the spike to reach the 1.35 zone. After that I'm expecting to the downside also, because if this is the W, this is the X, this is the five-way structure, is the A, B and C, I'm looking for that target of 1.2 here. So wait for this to complete the pattern here first of all. So whether this is a X is already completed or we are in that still correction part, still X is ahead, and later on only A, B, C to reach 1.2, yeah, 1.2 is my target for that this trade here. So the what we have to do, the place the stop loss means we can place the stop loss here also, 1.375. so let's if it reached here, you can make the stop loss here also, because this is the one ABC and we are in the connecting wave for the further downside. So once the connecting wave is completed, I am expecting again the three-way structure. So the 1.2 is my target for the shorter term. So let's move on to that Australian dollar. And this was a beautiful trade. I took exact top, and look at this. What I expected from here, it has to come to the downside. But what happened? It reached the previous resistance zone in a spike. And look at this in the weekly chart. Beautiful bearish pin bar, or it's a bearish hammer, and here also the bearish engulfed, and here is a bearish hammer. That same time, New Zealand dollar also the same pattern what I found in the weekly. Look at this. So still we are in that downtrend only. It is not confirmed as a bullish trend. So I'm expecting here to the downtrend, but it will took more time here. It will again see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 clean structure here I saw, and you can also see that. So now after the three-way structure, whether it is going to reach the 75, or if it is a 38.2 retracement is a 7535, and here is a 76. So I'm going to short if it is found the bull pullback here, and making this as a stop loss for that further downside. So the change plan is nothing changed here. So whether this is the 1 or A, and this could be the 2 or B. What I am expecting from here, right? What happened? Again, it came down from here. So the pattern is remaining same, nothing changed, and this is still in the bearish trend only to break my previous low of the COVID 2020, and that is a 5455 to break. So wait for this. And New Zealand dollar, the same pattern, we are in the connecting wave. Look at this, the trend line channel, mid part of the channel, and this is the lower trend line, and it is exactly the very bearish trend. Now I am looking for the three-way structure as per the what we discussed in that Australian dollar, the same pattern. After that, I am looking for the downtrend, whether it is going to be a bigger correction here, like if we expecting like this kind of right market will do. It won't do the five-way structures immediately after the three-way structure. One more high is also possible, because this could be the connecting wave later onwards. Whether this is the end of the connecting wave, so this is a ABC, and this is the connecting wave is a very small, we can expect the downtrend. But after this three-way structure also, if it didn't break this low, still there is a chances to break this high, making this as a this as a B, and one more C to break 5-4. So next is USD CAD. And what I explained, clearly I explained like last week, whether this is the wave 1, and if wave 2, and this is a file to make a five-way structure. So this is the 1A, this is the B, and C the for the flat correction exactly. It see if it is a wave 2, then it will break this low. I explained everything, and it is already broken, and I am in the buy side. Now it is still looks bullish now. So whether this is the 1 or we can't say anything here. So whether if it's A, this is the B, this could be the C, after that D, and one more three-way structure E, and it can be a triangle also. So anyway, here one three-way structure, one flat correction is got completed, perfect flat corrections, and we can't say whether this is a three-way structure or a five-way structure. That is why I have placed it as a wave 1 is a question mark. So if it is a wave 2, it is not yet broken this low, so this is still valid for the wave 2. So making this as a stop loss to play for this. And if it is also the three-way structure, there is a chances for making annual low to break this. So lot of possibilities until it breaks this high, what I informed the previous week also. So if it breaks this high, that is a clear trend to the upside. Until if it breaks this high, there is a lot of chances to break this low also later onwards. If it is a triangle, again it won't break this low and sorry, this high and this low also. What it will do, again it will do like this. So A, B, C, D, and later onwards one more three-way structure. So this will become the triangle in the B wave. So B wave later onwards it will be here, and C wave will shoot to the 1.34 to 1.38 is my shorter term target. So let's move on to USD JPY. So here, as I explained, everything it is in the same previous week analysis, right? So I'm expecting the bigger corrections here for the fourth wave. After that only it will shoot. So, and here it looks like one five-way structure is got completed. It seems like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we don't know whether, see, this is looking like 1, 2, 3 here. So whether this is the third way end and here is the third way end, we can't know. So if it is a three-way end also, we can make it this as an irregular flat pattern. So this is the ABC is a A, ABC is a B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So ABC is C, and later onwards it can come to the downside also for that pure flat correction. So I'm expecting the bigger. So in case what we expecting, the market will do opposite. So it can do again like this. It will keep going like this. If you found this Fibonacci retracement, if it is going to the 12610 later onwards, we can expect one strong drop also. So this will become later onwards that running flat. So wait for this pattern to complete. I won't enter here, and I already informed that I exited all my positions. What I bought at 103.2 and I exited at 118 itself. So now it is trading at 124. So what is our next view? I will wait for this pattern to complete. What kind of pattern it is doing? If it is short from here also, I no need to worry. I'm not married to the one trade. I'm having lot of trades. So if the pattern is coming to my fate, I will take risk and then I will book my profit, and I will always place the stop loss for this trade because we are in the higher side, nearly 125 later onwards. So it can do anything, and see, my target is it has to break that 118.66. It's already broken. So according to that pattern, and I already booked the profit, so I no need to look for this, and I need a clear structure, because sometimes if I look for this to the downside and still gold it is in the 1950 range and UJ is in 125 range, and if it is what I thought in that correlated to that 124, if it breaks the 118.66, I'm expecting the gold to that 1400, but it is still, it is in the 124 and it is a target has already reached, and that gold it is in still in the 1950 and it is not yet reached that 1400 also. So whether this is a W or A, this triangle could be A, B, C, D, E. This triangle may be a X or B, and this could be the impulsive wave to reach that 143 also. So it looks like that also. So we can't come to the conclusion here because a lot of possibilities it's there. So wait for this pattern. If you need to trial this, you need to place a stop loss. So if you need to place a stop loss, we need to get a clear picture, right? So wait for this pattern here to show what kind of pattern it is. Then we can find that pattern. Then how, according to that, we can place the stop loss. Right now, I need to wait and then only I will trade. So USD CHF, same pattern, nothing changed as per the previous week. From here, making this as a stop loss, trade for to break that 9473. So if it did like this kind of 127 here, one second, yeah, 127.2 here, if it reach, I need to exit my positions at least partial, because anything it can do like this also. But anyway, if you correlate it to the DXY and UCHEF, and I'm looking that stocks are bullish, so CHEF and JPY may lose the strength, but before it going to the bigger move, I need a little bit, the market will trap that retailers into the sell section, and then later onwards it will come, uh, it will convert all that retailers to sell, and then the market will to the right side to the north. So this is my analysis. So making this as a stop loss, trade for this of to the 9.6 here for the shorter term, and book partially and wait for this whether it is going to be a B C D E as a triangle, and we are in that C wave as a wave 1, and this is the wave 2, and it will keep climbing, means this could be the third wave also. So don't forget, you have to book only the partial here or here in within this zone. No need to exit the full expecting this, but expecting this market will climb from here also to the target of 1 also, because this is the wave 1, this is the wave 2, wave 3, and if you measure it, the wave 3 as a Fibonacci expansion, if this is the wave 1, this is the wave 2, wave 3 is here, so approximately, or it could be from here also, and it will reach the target, and later onwards it could be a fourth wave and one more 5 also. So wait for this kind of impulsive wave I'm expecting here. This kind of impulsive wave we need. So we can measure this. Nearly 1 is 9.8. So wait for that target, right? So let's move on to what else? Wait a minute. We have to look for this. Yeah, New Zealand CAD. AUD JPY, CAD JPY. Yeah, we can go for that. And what I said, I'm expecting a bigger corrections in the UJ also. So same like AJ and CJ. So here what I'm expecting, it's a W, this is the X, so this is the A, we need a B wave, and then one more high is available still. Because if it is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 means I'm not going to make it this as a 5. This is somewhat W, this is the X, A is completed, we are on the B wave. Once the B wave is got completed, and I'm expecting that C wave to reach 101 here in AJ. So in CJ also the same pattern, it's a 1, 2, so this is the 3, and we are in the fourth wave. I'm to keep this as a diagonal triangle pattern. So 1, this is the 2, this is the A, B, C as a 3, and once it consolidation is got completed here, and I'm expecting to reach that 105 also in coming days. So let's move on to New Zealand CAD. So New Zealand CAD, it's what I expected. This could be that irregular flat pattern, and I'm looking to the downside, and I'm making this as a stop loss, right? I entered here and I booked the profit here once it breaks, because it is still looking like a correction only. It is already broken this low also, this low. So now it is something beyond the correction part only. It is not getting ready for that downside. So wait for this bounce, and we have to took the trade in sell, making this as a stop loss for the target here of for the 8470. So making this as a stop loss, because why I'm making this as a stop loss means whether this is the A, B, and we are in the C wave maybe, and this could be the wave 1, this could be the wave 2 maybe. So everything, it is looking like somewhat is a question mark here, because this kind of pattern, right, A, B, C, D, E, and then one more low is also possible, and the B wave would be a triangle also. So if you hide this, look at this, this is not looking like complete that structure, correction structure here. It is somewhat looking like an irregular flat pattern. So whether this is the A, this is the B, and this is the C, means this is a W or A, and this is the X or B, and I'm looking for this. Otherwise this is a B, C, and this could be the D, E, like that. It can do any triangle also. So this is the A, B, C, D, E. After that the triangle, it has to reach that 8015 to break this low. So that is positional target is 9330. That is the positional target. So I'm expecting that same kind of correction part here, and one more way to break the 8015. So let's move on to our favorite pair of Euro New Zealand, and exactly what we discussed in the last week, it did the same thing. What I expected here, whether it is going to shoot from this, otherwise it can break this low and it can bounce. What it is doing, the same thing. So I, as I informed this is a strong impulsive way downside. It can be a B, so it is a B wave, it can be not a B wave. This is the B wave. So what is the B wave? It could be a running triangle, it could be a running flat, or it could be an expanded flat. So I'm expecting somewhat the correction, it will took more time than this, double or triple the time. So I'm expecting at least 1 to 2 months here, and later onwards to the target of 1.52. So in the daily chart, that same beyond W axis got completed, and A, and beyond the B wave, after the C wave, it will reach the target of nearly 5.2 or 1.5 also, or it can reach up to 1.46 also, because it's a very strong impulsive way to the downside. So still we are in the downside only. So this is a one pullback, we can expect the pullback, and you have to enter in the short with the stop loss of this for the target of 1.52 and then 1.5, and or it could be a 1.48 also. So next is, wait a minute, yeah, US30. So, and here also what we expect, right? From here it can be a three-way structure, and later on it can shoot, otherwise it can be downside. Look at this, it can be downside, and it is doing the same thing. After this it has to shoot, but it failed. Exactly, it already come to the downside. So A, B, C, one three-way structure is got completed. So I will just delete all the previous analysis here what we discussed the last week. So now this is also got invalid, right? So once again, yeah, now this is the A, this is the B, one C, one correction is got completed. So again, whether it is going to be a flat correction also, because see, if this is an ABC is a ABC is a B, 1 2 3 4 5 at the C, yeah, market has to do five-way structures to the bearish trend, but it is not doing, and it is looking like a three-way structure. So again there will be a three-way structure and one more low. So this will become the connecting part. So this part will be the connecting. So this is also the connecting. So one A, B, C is the W. This will be the X, and again one more A, B, C. This is what I'm expecting. So whether it is going to reach the, it can break the high, or it is, again it may getting rejected within this high later onwards. This is a ABC, ABC, and it can be converted into the triangle, because we are in the bigger third wave got completed, and we are in the bigger fourth wave. So look at this, this is the third wave, so we are in the bigger fourth wave, and one more five wave. So the bigger fourth wave will be a very complex corrections, and I'm expecting here. So let's move on to Bitcoin. One second. Yeah, look at this, whether 1 2 3 4 and 5, or this is the ABC, and it can do like this. We already predicted, either if it is goes to this, I need to short, not here. We don't know whether it is going to make another three-way structure or not, but if this is did a one more structure here, that will be a another connecting part. It may be a connecting, and again one more three-way structure, and again one more high. So like this I'm expected, but it already broken this previous anchor and come to the downside. So now again I'm expecting like this, and later onwards this will become the connecting part. And I already said, right, here the trading here is a very difficult one, and this is the daily chart, and I'm expecting somewhat the bigger correction. It's a connecting part and one more, either three-way structure or it could be a five-way structure to reach this 57 zone again. Within this zone I'm expecting the same pattern, because this is looking like a pure three-way structure, and here I am expecting like this. So this will become the connecting part, and I'm expecting this way. So wait for this. If you market, if it comes to here, making this as a stop loss, not this, wait for the target here. But see, if the stop loss got hit, means if it did like this, then we come to the conclusion again there will be a running flat correction. So here we need to short only if it breaks this low. We have to wait for this pullback, and this will become the running flat, and wait for this. If you make this as a stop loss, market will do expanded flat. So wait for this pattern to create, allow the market to create some patterns to understand for us. So somewhat what I'm expecting, right, market will do like this also. So lot of possibility, the correction is a lot of patterns is there. You need to enter, if it is a correction, so we need to at least enter in the A wave. If it is you are not catching that falling knife or little bit the bullish, and if it is you are not falling, if you are not catching that A wave, at least allow the B wave to complete and took the C wave. That will be very fast. It's very easy, but applying that is very tough, right? Look at this. You can't imagine, lot of patterns will be there. If you are in that very good in that correction part, then only you come to know how the market will create the structure. If you are not good in the correction, you can simply say, oh no, this is the correction, we already did that impulsive, so we no need to look that correction. So once it started the impulsive, we can enter, means you may miss all the trend. If you are very good in that correction part to complete, and if you are able to catch that impulsive wave, you will be catch that how I did in the UJ, the previous, as well as AD, now Australian, sorry, AU and Euro USD. So the three-way structure, once all the three-way structures in the downtrend is a pullback, you need to enter. Whether we don't know whether this is be a connecting wave, and one more high is also possible. See, we expect ABC is a A, so this is the B or C. But see, market, I'm not going to make it this as in a triangle. As I said, this is looking like a five-way structure. After this is also looking like a five-way structures. So 5 3 5, and here also it's looking like a five-way structure. So it's a little bit confusing here. So if we make it this as a connecting part, so it's already broken. So I am expecting this is be the bigger one. One more high is also possible. Otherwise, what it will do? Simply making the five-way structure, three-way structure, again five-way structure to break all the trigger all the stop loss, and later onwards it can do like this. So then this will become the A, this will become the B, and this will become the C, or WXY, and this is the WXY. W, this will be the X and Y. So lot of patterns trading, and I already informed that trading the BTC here is very tough. What you earned here, you may lose all the trades here. So let's move on to what? So copper, we can do that. Copper, see, so here in my view there is no trade here. You have to wait for this, simply we have to enter, means no to trade here. At least if it reached here in the zone like this, make this as a stop loss, looking for this. But saying this is it's a very easy. But if you are, because I'm not trading the copper nowadays, as I said, informed, right? I'm not trading the copper. So expecting here market will do like this also. So then this will become the continuing wave. So we are expecting this to wait for the short, and if it is coming to the downside, again no need to change all the count, wait for the pattern to complete and wait for this pullback, and again this is the A, this is the B and C, wait for this. So if you are not seeing any pattern, don't trade, wait for the pattern to complete. That's the thing. Yeah, and again if it is reaching here without any pattern, making this as a stop loss, I would suggest. If you find something any pattern here, then only you have to making this as a stop loss, wait for that to break this low. And we don't know whether this is a still the fourth and fifth is arcade, or this is the end of the fifth wave, maybe smaller, the fifth wave may be very small also. Otherwise what it will do, it can do like this also. So then what we can do, 1 2 3 4 5, and this will become the diagonal pattern also. So 4 1 2 3 4 5. So next is silver. Here, right, it's looking like a ABC. So what I said, wait for this pattern to complete, and it will do like this, and one more high. So still we are in the correction part in the B wave. It is not simply say 1 2 3 4 5, and this is the impulsive wave, and this is looking like a three-way structure, and again it is a three-way structure. So whether this is a W, X, Y, wait for this pattern to complete A, B and C. So still I'm expecting the 27 mark, or expecting this. So if this is the end of the B wave, maybe if it is a W, this is the X, A, B, C, and we are in the downtrend also, and we are waiting for this to break. It never break, and it will do like this, and suddenly it will come like this. So this is the triangle A, B, C is the A, right, B, C, D, E, and one more downside. So there is a lot of patterns, because once the A wave in the 5-way structure is got completed, we are on the B wave. We have to, maybe sometimes simple or maybe sometimes complex, sometimes it's a very complex, like UJ, it will took more than a year to complete that structure in the double correction. So allow this, that's the thing, allow the pattern. We have to see the pattern, then only you have to enter in the trade. So if it did like this, that is a very simplest pattern, right? It's a B, C is a B and C. Otherwise if it is not, we are not getting anything, just wait for the pattern. That's the only advice from my side. And B wave won't be very simple. Maximum 90% of the correction in the B wave or X wave will be very complicated, and it will take more time than the impulsive wave, the double or triple the time. See, if it started from this February 21st, and the 5-way structure is got completed at 30th September, or September 21st, the October 1st, right? Nearly is 7 months, right? From here, 7 months. Yeah, Jan to October. September, October means it's a nearly 1 to 10, 8 to 9 months. But how long it did? 21 October, right? It won't be a very simple. Expect one year to complete this. So simple. It started on 21st October. So up to October, it will be like this kind of trade. And if you see that October market will be here only, and we will find some patterns, and there you have to short for the target of 16. So let's move on to the crude. So we didn't that, and here what we did, right, and it is not yet broken the previous low, and it is an impulsive wave. A, look at this. This is the one looking like an impulsive wave, right? So whether this is a B 1 2 3 4 5, so ABC, and here is a looking like a ABC. So and here also it's looking like a WX or Y or ABCA, and this is also the one three-way structure. This is a three-way structure. So three-way structure. So what it is doing again, we can expect the three-way structure. So we don't know whether what it is the pattern is doing here. Wait for that. Whether if it is in a complete downtrend means we need to see the five-way structure, but it is not five-way structure. It's a complete three-way structure. So whether still one more high is possible, maybe, right? So why I'm expecting one more means whether this is the wave 1, this is the wave 2, and we are in the third wave, and we are in the fourth wave, means it could be something correction, and then one more high is also possible, and it did the same thing in copper in the previous here, and I will tell you here also, and here it's a spike, later onwards it's the consolidation and one more high. So this kind of pattern I'm expecting in the US oil. So if it breaks again 131, I will enter in a sell side definitely for the bigger target. So that's it from here, and we will move on to the gold. So that is what I expected, and I already informed to one of my forum. I'm a member. So this is making a triangle. We don't know whether this is the A, B, C or this is the intermediate wave triangle. Can't say. So A, B, C, D, E means from here it can come to the downside. Otherwise, if this is the A, B, C and this is the B means, and this is looking like a 1, and this is a B, C, D, E, like what one more high is also possible, and the B is intermediate wave is a B is a triangle, and we can expect this is the 1, this is the 2 and the intermediate wave B may be a triangle. So lot of pattern I found here. So whether the B wave is still there or the triangle is in that here, it's already broken this low, right? So this is the somewhat I'm expecting once it breaks this high also, it is still valid for the triangle. I am waiting for this, for the clear picture. Everything we are in the correction part, so we have to wait for this B wave. In my view, B wave won't be like this much simple. So I'm waiting for this pattern, and if it reaches to that 1980 or 2000 range, I will be in the shorted side. So once again, if you look into deeply, and it is not yet broken the previous high, so whether this is an impulsive wave, it's a three-way structure and one more low, and it is not yet broken, this is one more high is also possible. But if it breaks this high right here in this pattern, once again, gold is also very tough here in this trend, right? See, this is a one impulsive, this is the connecting wave, and this is not looking like impulsive, but it's already broken this low. But even though, what I'm expecting, one more drop to break this low and one more high to break this low and one more in the three-way structure. So then this is become A, B, C, and after that D and E and one more low. So the same pattern also I have explained that silver. So wait for this pattern to complete, and I will, if I found any time, in between this week I will update my gold charts. So I was busy in my other work also. So thanks for watching, and I'm not updating any updates in between. I just updated only that USD chef and Euro USD what I found, and it is exactly doing the same thing here. It is not yet broken the previous low from here also. I already, and it already did here. So expecting whether it is going to break this low for the triangle, and it is failed to break this, but even though it is not yet broken, so there is still chances what I have explained. So wait for this, and USD chef, that same what I did. If it is a break this low, it will be become that another uh, complex correction part, but it is bouncing from here itself. So wait for this pattern also what I explained in this. Go for the previous what I did in the half an hour before. You just go through all the pairs what I explained. 1 or 2 times you have to watch. If you are not understanding that, don't blindly enter as per my drawings here. I'm just explaining this. So I'm not trade all the waves. I will just watch like a crane, like the eagle, and then I will pick the top or bottom. So that is my style of trading, and you know very well about how I catching the top and bottom. I have explained, I have informed in my all my if I found anything in the pattern, I have explained that also. So thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next week. And I already uploaded that today's video on Sunday, so not in Saturday. So thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next week at the same time or Saturday. Have a nice weekend to everybody. Bye.